Hello guys, so welcome to KO Tutorials. So let's continue with the next part of this tutorial. So let's get started. So as you can see over here, we have done the lighting over here for this designing of a stall over here. So now what I'll be doing over here is like I'll be assigning an HDRI material over here. Before assigning this, I'll be slightly reducing the multiplier of this light. Also, I'll go into this and I'll reduce the multiplier of this light. So I'll be going over here and I can slightly reduce the intensities of all these lights. So if you want to assign an HDRI, we can assign it. So I'll be finalizing this tutorial over here. That's the last part for this. So again I'll select this and so once it is done, let's go back to the camera view and you can render it once again and see. Alright. So now what I'll do over here is like I'll go into the material editor. So let's go into the material editor and now what I'll do, I'll just download an HDRI if needed. So let me just download an HDRI. So what I'll be doing over here is like, let's go into this. Let's call an HDRI. So I'll just type over here, that's your V-Ray HDRI. Okay. So now I'll go into this. So if you are using some latest versions, you will definitely get some inbuilt HDRIs over here. So I have downloaded some of the HDRIs. So let's take this Studio HDRI over here. After assigning this HDRI, let's go into this and I'll make it as spherical. And if you want to make sure that it is ground projection, you can make it as ground projection as well. So let's go into rendering, let's go into the environment, and if you want to drag this HDRI into this, I can definitely drag an HDRI right in the background over here. Also, let's go over here, let's go into rendering. Now let's render it once again. I haven't activated the GI environment. You can see that HDRI is there in the background. You can just off this. If you want to off the ground projection, you can just off the ground projection as well. And let's render it once again. Again I'll go into rendering, I'll go into render setup and let's go into V-Ray. I'll go down, I'll go into the environment and I can just drag it. So before you drag it, I'll drag this HDRI map right over here, and now you can again render and see how it is going to look like. So if you want some more HDRIs, you can go onto this website over here, that's the Polyheaven website. You can download some good HDRIs from here as well. So if you want some good HDRIs, I can just take this and HDRI over here. So we'll download one more HDRI. So if I'm not okay with this HDRI, again I'll go over here and I'll call a different HDRI. So I can just go over here and take some another HDRI over here. If you need this different HDRI, so again I'll go into this and I'll drag it over here, and you can just render and see. That's the HDRI which is going to show in your background. If you need an HDRI, you can use the HDRI. Again, I'll go into this, I'll clear this and render it once again. As you have put an HDRI in the background, it is definitely going to show. If you clear this and drag this HDRI into this, into your HDRI, your GI map, that can also be done. So instead of making this as red over here, I'll go over here and I'll make it as a bit yellowish. That looks good. So okay. Similarly for this as well, I'll again go over here and I can give some yellowish or orangish look over here. The same way, let's render it once again and see. Oops, it's not visible. The reason is although the light color is all the same, so it's better. I'll keep it as it is, so that would be better. So again, I'll render it once again and see. So mostly depends like what kind of HDRIs you want to use. So again, I'll go into the render setup over here and you can just off this and render it once again. You can off this, you can off it and render it once again. Now this looks a bit better. Alright. If you want to add some light passes, that can also be added. So although the lights are perfectly set over here, so we have added the lights wherever it is correctly required. We have placed the lights and given the multiplier accordingly over here. If needed, we can slightly increase its intensity value over here if needed. So I can go into this and you can paste the values of it. Okay, so let's render it once again. Can increase the intensity. The intensity is a bit less over here. Slightly I'll make it as 4 over here, and for this also I'll make it as 5. So again I'll go back to the camera view and let's render it once again to see. It's looking better now. Alright. So guys, if any doubts, please put it in the comment section over here. So please like and subscribe my YouTube channel if not subscribed yet. So please like and subscribe. So thanks for watching this tutorial.